Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. It is Tuesday, November 22nd. I'm Tracy McCain here with Ed Matthews, Megan Milleris, and Christian Morgan.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you?
You're just so happy.
Just signing in so I can say hello on this thing.
All right, he'll perk up.
It's a deflection.
I'll get there.
Yes, we are happy about this improving forecast. The past couple mornings have been chillier than we like or that's expected this time of year.
Yeah, we started off November really warm, remember that? And then we've been really cold for the last couple weeks, and now we're going to even things out a bit over the next few days. Take a live look out over downtown Greensboro right now. Beautiful morning across the Piedmont. And look back at the numbers from yesterday. We got up to 51 degrees after starting yesterday morning at 23. It was actually our coldest morning since back on March 13th. But I show you that to show you that we're slowly and surely starting to come up in the temperature department. So we're going to be pretty close to our average high temperature for this time of the year as we head towards your Thanksgiving holiday over the next few days. Totally clear skies out the door right now, but we'll see some high clouds starting to build into the Piedmont as we go throughout the rest of the day, and maybe a sprinkle from this upper level disturbance that's swinging through the deep south right now. Can't rule that out, but I think most of us end up staying totally dry for today. High pressure will take more control with more sunshine back for your Wednesday, and we start to warm things up even into the low 60s by Wednesday afternoon. And then, of course, our attention will turn to another system headed our way with an area of low pressure and a cold front likely to bring us some rain for your Friday. So we're dry today, dry on Wednesday, dry through Thanksgiving Day, but expect clouds to start increasing Thanksgiving evening, and then Friday we could have some on and off rain throughout the day. And I'm hopeful we'll get it to clear out for Friday night. Now, that's not a guarantee just yet, but it's something I'm kind of crossing my fingers for. And even so, I think we'll have to deal with another shot of rain possibly Saturday night into your Sunday. Again, that's not a guarantee on timing yet either, but a couple of different things that we're watching as some unsettled weather heads our way for the end of the week and heading into the weekend. For today, even with the high clouds, we'll still have sunshine. It'll still be a bit more of a filtered sunshine look to the sky, even though temperatures getting into the mid-50s for the afternoon. Low 60s tomorrow for your Wednesday. Temperatures around 60 for your Thursday, starting out with a partly cloudy sky and then clouds building as we go into your Thursday, Thanksgiving evening. And Friday, of course, will be the rain day right now, and then we'll keep our eyes on what happens over the weekend. But take a look at temperatures. We're getting back to pretty much normal for this time of the year. Average high right now is 58, and we'll hover around that for the next 7 days.
Well, before the hustle and bustle of cooking, family gatherings, traveling, and Black Friday shopping, let's remember the reason for this season, especially the reason we give thanks on Thanksgiving. I asked you on my Facebook page to fill in the blank. My biggest blessing this year was, we heard from a lot of you with wonderful answers. Yolanda said, my granddaughter is my biggest blessing. Aretha says, my daughter being accepted into Elon Law School. Scott says, celebrating my 25th wedding anniversary with my soulmate. Faye says, finding out both my children were coming home for Thanksgiving. And Darcel says, to be alive, spend as much time as I can with my family. Several others shared their good news after some health challenges this year, which were certainly blessings. I shared my biggest blessing was the birth of our second child in February. Wow, 9 months ago already. But she has brought such a joy to our now family of 4, and I'm so thankful. So, all right, let's start here at the table. Ed Matthews, you go first. My biggest blessing was what?
I would have to say health. My own personal health, just very fit, but the health of my entire family, especially my mom, who is 85. She's wide open. I can't keep up with her. I try and I fail miserably. So I'm very thankful for that. But I'll have to say, God blesses me more than I deserve every single day of the year. So there are so many blessings to count.
Yeah, I wouldn't even begin to count, qualify, order any of my blessings. I am just thankful all the way around. There's so much to be thankful for, and I know tomorrow will be a whole nother list of things to be thankful for because God is blessing me every single day, and really all of us.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, I don't know if I could pick out just one big blessing. You know, like you mentioned, I think just getting up in the morning, being able to put my feet on the floor and come to work is a huge blessing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of blessings in the way of health for different family members, a lot of blessings for new people in my life. And you know, just it's been a good year. There's a lot to be thankful for this year.
Yeah. Wow, I'm
Sorry, I'm just grinning at Christian.
Special people in his
I know
life.
he wants to say something, he can't say it, but he wants to, and I'm trying not to.
All right, you
I'll
can
be
be the
done.
judge of how much you want to divulge, but yes, special people for sure. Special people here on our feed sharing your blessings too. Shanika said her biggest blessing this year is being healthy in all aspects, and then life, having everything she needs and the people in her life. Carl said his wife had her 4-year scan after kidney cancer, and she is still cancer-free.
That's great.
So glad to read that. Betty is thankful to be alive after having some lung problems. Carl's mother turned 98 and is still with us.
Wow, that's awesome too.
Yeah.
98 years.
So much to be thankful for. We saw some live segments with Denise here on our Good Morning show. She was at the Feeding the 5,000 event at Lawndale Baptist Church. It has been going on for 12 years. Every Thanksgiving, they prepare 1,000 Thanksgiving meals, enough to feed 5,000 people. And so we saw the need this morning firsthand. Cars were lined up all up and down Lawndale Drive. Church members were giving out these meals with a smile, really reminding us of the reason for the seasons. We have so much to be thankful for, and our blessings, big and small, every day are abundant. Sometimes we have to look for them a little harder than on other days, but you know, it's really important to put that in perspective.
I think in connection with that, you know, last week we had the Feast for the Caring over at First Baptist Church in Greensboro. I know Tracy and I were there and served soup to a lot of folks, and you know, it's being able to give back for a community that always gives so much and always comes together. But I think a lot of it for me, you know, I love talking, I love meeting, and love seeing people, and to have several people, you know, just come up and just chit chat and say, you know, hey, we watch you every morning, or thanks for doing this, or just to be a part of something that's giving back to in such a big way to the community is very special.
A lot of people, y'all probably didn't know this, but recognize Christian from App State. So they would come up and they'd be like, hey, App State. I'm like, literally like every other person. And I was like, get it.
A lot of Mountaineers.
Yes, I was surprised, and it was a great thing to see.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, I will say this, there was even one lady who was, not because of App State, there was one lady who was even moved to tears by the fact that she got to meet Tracy. And so
it was the both of us.
No,
we were standing together.
But I think, you know, that over the last couple of years, you know, we haven't been out in the community as much, just with everything that's been going on with the pandemic. But now we're kind of getting back out there with different events, and you never really realize maybe just one thing that you say or one thing that you do can mean a lot to somebody, and how much it can mean to somebody, whether that's a kind word or whether, you know, you just share a piece of testimony that resonates with somebody. And so I think that was a really big blessing to us the other day there.
Yeah. Well, you know, because the holidays bring so much joy, but we do know for a lot of people they bring sadness. They exacerbate loneliness, isolation, especially, you know, if you've maybe lost a loved one, and these holidays are just reminders of that. So it's really important to reach out to our friends, neighbors, even strangers, and just be kind, be compassionate, be empathetic to others' situations. You never know what someone's going through.
And you know, one little bit of kindness can go a long way.
It does.
I mean, holding a door for somebody, or saying good morning, or have a nice day. Yeah, that's just short and to the point, but it can really change somebody's mood and somebody's outlook on the day.
Yeah, just having a thankful heart.
Yes, yes.
Good, warm spirit.
Yeah. Gosh, if you're just now tuning into the feed, go ahead and scroll through all these comments. People's blessings are so abundant, and they really make us remember. We have a lot to be grateful for this Thanksgiving.
Every day.
Yes. All right. Thank you for participating in our talker. Let's get to some morning headlines before a final check of our forecast. And we'll start here with a sad story in Winston-Salem. Unfortunately, learning more about the 2 people who died when their small plane crashed in the Triad. The 2 grandparents were flying to Winston-Salem to visit family for Thanksgiving. The NTSB says the pilot was getting ready to land at the Smith Reynolds Airport when he lost control and crashed near New Walkertown Road and Chem Drive on Saturday morning. The cause of the crash is under investigation.
Warrants out after the arrest of a driver in Raleigh at this Christmas parade are now out, and we're learning new details about the crash that killed the little girl who was performing in that parade. Officials say the driver was assigned to driver improvement classes in the past. Police say Landon Glass was driving the pickup truck that was towing a parade float when the truck ran over the 11-year-old performing in the parade over the weekend. The driver is now facing several charges, including misdemeanor death by motor vehicle and careless and reckless driving.
The state labor department fined Procter & Gamble after an inspection of its Guilford County facility. The company must pay nearly $35,000 for 3 alleged violations. In May, an employee died after a piece of equipment hit him. That prompted an investigation from the state. Documents say the equipment was not secure and employees did not use extreme care when using it.
Hey, how about some good news? We could use that on the week of Thanksgiving, and here's something to be thankful for in Rockingham County. A dental clinic for students is about to hit the road. The health department using a $400,000 grant to set up the mobile dental unit. The money also covers staffing for 3 years. The health director says he expects at least 1,300 students to take advantage of this service.
And an early Christmas gift for some Guilford County schools came in the form of a large check. Office Depot handed over this money, nearly $20,000. Customers donated the money for a back-to-school fundraiser during the summer. The money will now go among 10 Title I schools that serve a high number of students from low-income families.
Well, we talked about this earlier in our show here. The reason for the season is really about being thankful right now, and thanks to giving church members at Lawndale Baptist Church, thousands can now eat a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller was there at the church as people lined up early to give thanks and get blessings.
With inflation at an all-time high, many families were planning to skip out on Thanksgiving this year because they just can't afford it. But Lawndale Baptist Church said not on their watch. Volunteers are here giving out Thanksgiving turkeys and $25 gift cards to Food Lion. These turkeys are very, very large. They can feed up to 5 people. And that is why this event is called Feeding the 5,000, because they're giving out 1,000 turkeys. And they've been out here since 5 this morning. Cars have been lined up for hours. They've been giving out turkeys nonstop. The cars have been filing in since early this morning. And this is something that the church has done for years. This is their 12th annual event, and their main mission is to be able to make sure families have a meal on their table for Thanksgiving. These turkeys will likely be gone by 8 this morning, but there are other events happening throughout the community to make sure families have a meal on their tables. Right now, you're looking at a flyer for another event happening tomorrow evening from 5 to 8 p.m. at Elm and Bain in Greensboro. They're going to be giving out a turkey. They're going to give out coats, as well as free haircuts and a hot meal for families in need. And it's just amazing to see the community come together for families in need. This is truly a time to be thankful.
Alrighty, let's check that 7-day forecast one more time. We've got a good bit of sunshine this morning, but a little upper level disturbance still on the way. So I think some clouds will build, especially midday and through the afternoon, and there could be a sprinkle, but we do not see measurable rainfall today. We should make it into the mid and upper 50s. Tomorrow, we're loving it. It'll be warmer with low 60s and a partly sunny sky. Thanksgiving Day looking great, partly sunny and near 60. We'll bring in a pretty good rain chance coming up on Friday, and a second system may come our way over the weekend. We're very confident about Friday's system, not so much over the weekend. We'll continue to pin it down, but we could see at least some wet weather on Saturday and maybe into Sunday.
I like the way it looks tomorrow.
Yeah.
We kind of hold on to it on Thursday.
Yes.
And then it falls out on Friday, but it's okay.
Temperatures are still up. It's just going to be wet.
Right.
It's all right. Bring an umbrella while you shop.
That's
Yeah,
right.
see it.
No big deal. Appreciative of the warmth and appreciative for all of you tuning in and having a great discussion here on our feed. We appreciate it. We will see you back on our main channel for the Good Morning Show at 9.
See you then.